Who would have thought this product could save your life? A lot of you's like, really? That stuff's supposed to be bad for you. It's tobacco. I'm not talking about the snuff, the actual snuff. I'm talking about the can. Some people know, especially if you live in the Appalachian Mountains or in the South, Copenhagen Long Cut and Copenhagen Snuff still comes in a fiberboard can. It's cardboard, right? It's fiberboard. Well, what a lot of people don't realize, they throw these cans away, right? And if you're in a survival situation and you come across one of these cans that are not wet, because this will not work good if it's wet, but if it's you find it in a survival situation, I'm gonna show you something. Number one, the lid's tin. You got a little vessel. That's not very big, right? You'd have to clean it up a little bit, but I guess you could boil some water in it. But you could also use it to set it on the ground if the ground's damp to start you a fire, and the can can help you with that. Do you see this? That's not snuff, that's wax. The whole inside of this can is coated with wax. Now I took my knife and just kind of scraped around a little bit, and that's how much wax that come out of it. Now in theory, you could scrape the wax out, use the wax to start the fire, or you could break the cardboard up and start the fire, or you could start the fire inside of this, right? And like I said, you've got the tin lid that you could set the can on like this, if the ground's wet. You take that, and that protects the bottom of the can. Now, anybody who's ever dipped Copenhagen like me, during the summer when you sweat, the can basically almost falls apart, right? So this is not a water, you got to keep it fairly dry. But these do dry out very quickly. If you was to come across one, survival situation that's laying on the ground and it's dry, and you have something to light a fire with, this is your fire starter right here, this whole can. It has multiple uses, right? Multiple. You got paper on the outside, which is not real good at burning. It's kind of like a foil paper. But the lid and the can itself is highly useful, and the wax inside it's usable. Like I said, this is a fire starter that you could find in the trash in a survival situation. Now, of course, you're going to need a flint or a fire starter, something like that, or a cigarette lighter. But this could save your life. Not the snuff inside it. The actual can is a survival item. So there you go. The more you know. Survival tip number 42. Copenhagen can save your life.